Hello and good morning, everybody. You're with Martin Panev, Chief Account Executive and Trading Analyst, GDMFX. Welcome to today's European Session Market Outlook. Starting with U.S. markets. Yesterday, all of the U.S. markets' main indexes were on an uptrend. Most of them achieved new record highs, new historic highs, even though with not that much of big moves. Dow Jones went a few pips up, 3 pips to be precise. Nasdaq a little bit over 10 pips. Yesterday, there was quite some reports from the Fed. Initial jobless claims came out positive at 278,000, which was expected to be 285,000. Continuing jobless claims came out at 2.348 million, expected 2.360. Non-farm productivity came out positive 2%, expected 1.5%. Natural gas storage change positive 91 billion, expected to be 86. Therefore, the DXY index, which is the so-called greenback, the dollar versus its major rivals, was up 0.70% to 88.14 level, which was unseen for the year. USD Canadian dollar 64 pips range, up 0.33%. USD Swiss franc 133 pips range, 0.84% up. The agenda for today, we have substantial news. We have the non-farm payrolls and unemployment rates also in Canada, and net change in employment. We will also have the Fed chairwoman, Ms. Yellen's speech, and then we will have the wages input coming in from the average hourly earnings. Moving along to the European markets, the DAX and the CAC, they were all positive yesterday. 117 pips up for DAX, and CAC 40, 35 pips up with a range of a little bit over 100 pips. Yesterday, the ECB had the interest rate decision, which remained the same, 0.05%. Germany factory orders came out lower than expected at 0.8% versus expectations of 2.3 month on month, and minus 1% versus 0.8 for last year. As a result, euro dollar 98 pips down, USD Swiss franc 83 pips up, and we also were looking at the European currency versus the Great British Pound, range 64 pips. Euro JPY 46 pips down, range 205 pips yesterday. For today, we're looking at Tier 2 news, mainly Germany industrial production, which already came out, and it was better than expected. Unemployment rate came out in Switzerland, 3.2%. Moving along to the British markets. Basically, yesterday we had interest rate decision there as well, unchanged as expected. Asset purchase facility program, exactly as it was expected, 365 billion pounds. Manufacturing production year on year, 0.1% up. Industrial production month on month, 0.2% up. The Bank of England, as we said, keeps interest rate, but introduces new metrics systems. Apart from the unemployment and the inflation, they were looking mainly. That was the main focus there. The pound fell 0.7%, and then the decline was at 1.5% projection in the next month. The cable 125 pips yesterday. The range was 181. The pound versus the Japanese yen 65 pips down, 260 pips range. Versus the Aussie 112 pips down, 190 pips range. versus the Canadian dollar, 92 pips down, 150 pips range. For today, we are going to look at total trade balance in the UK, goods trade balance, and trade balance non-European Union stocks. For the commodities, natural gas storage change came out yesterday. The results was massive, 91 billion British thermal units. Basically, the main commodity exchange, the S&P 500, went also 10 pips up yesterday. Gold went down with $3, $13 range during the night session, the Asia session. Then we have the WTI crude oil, $1 down yesterday. The biggest movement yesterday was from the natural gas, 19 cents up in one-day trading session. Of course, today we're going to mainly look at NFP data from the US, which will affect the commodity trade severely. According to the Bloomberg survey, the report might show U.S. employers added 235,000 jobs in October, which would mainly affect the prices of gold. And also we're going to see the oil stock change today. That was it from me for today. Thank you very much for your attention. Wish you a successful trading day. Cheers and bye-bye.